All my bags are packed, I'm ready to go. I'm standing here outside your door. I hate to wake you up to say goodbye, but the dawn is breaking, it's early morn. The taxi's waiting, he's blown his horn. Already I'm so lonesome I could die. So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. 'Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Oh babe, I hate to go. There's so many times I've let you down, so many times I played around. I tell you now, they don't mean a thing. Every place I go, I'll think of you. Every song I sing, I'll sing for you. When I come back, I'll bring your wedding ring. So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. That plane, don't know when I'll be back again. Oh babe, I hate to go. Now the time has come to leave you. One more time, let me kiss you. Then close your eyes and I'll be on my way. Dream about the days to come when I won't have to leave alone. About the times I won't have to say. Kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. 'Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Oh babe, I hate to go. I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Oh babe, I hate to go.
I seek and I find in you. Every day for us something new. Open mind for a different view. And nothing else matters. Never cared for what they do. Never cared for what they know. But I know so close, no matter how far. It couldn't be much more from the heart. Forever trusting who we are. And nothing else matters. Never cared for what they do. Never cared for what they know. But I know I never opened myself this way. Life is ours, we live it our way. Hold these words I don't just say. And nothing else matters. Trust I seek and I find in you. Every day for us something new. Open mind for a different view. And nothing else matters. Never cared for what they say. Never cared for games they play.
He was born in the summer of his 27th year, coming home to a place he'd never been before. He left yesterday behind him. You might say he was born again. You might say he found the key for every door. When he first came to the mountains, his life was far away, on the road, hanging by a song. But the string's already broken, and he doesn't really care. It keeps changing fast, and it don't last for long. But the Colorado Rocky Mountain High, I've seen it rain and fire in the sky. The shadow from the starlight is softer than a lullaby. Rocky Mountain High, Colorado. Rocky Mountain High, Colorado. He climbed Cathedral Mountains, he saw silver clouds below. He saw everything as far as you can see. And they say that he got crazy once, and he tried to touch the sun, and he lost a friend but kept the memory. quiet solitude, the forests and the streams, seeking grace in every step you take. His side is turned inside himself to try and understand the serenity of a clear blue mountain lake. And the Colorado Rocky Mountain High, I've seen it rain and fire in the sky. Talk to God and listen to the casual reply. Rocky Mountain High, Colorado. Rocky Mountain High, Colorado. Now his life is full of wonder, but his heart still knows some fear of a simple thing he cannot comprehend. Why they try to tear the mountains down to bring in a couple more people, more scars upon the land. In the Colorado Rocky Mountain High, I've seen it rain and fire in the sky. I know he'd be a poorer man if he never saw an eagle fly. Rocky Mountain High, Colorado, Rocky Mountain High. I've seen it rain and fire in the sky. Friends around the campfire and everybody's high. Rocky Mountain High, 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 Rocky Mountain High. All my bags are packed, I'm ready to go. I'm standing here outside your door. I hate to wake you up to say goodbye, but the dawn is breaking, it's early morn. The taxi's waiting, he's blown his horn. Already I'm so lonesome I could die. So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. 'Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Oh babe, I hate to go. There's so many times I've let you down, so many times I played around. I tell you now, they don't mean a thing. Every place I go, I'll think of you. Every song I sing, I'll sing for you. When I come back, I'll bring your wedding ring. So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. That plane, don't know when I'll be back again. Oh babe, I hate to go. Now the time has come to leave you. One more time, let me kiss you. Then close your eyes and I'll be on my way. Dream about the days to come when I won't have to leave alone. About the times I won't have to say. Kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. 'Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Oh babe, I hate to go. I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Oh babe, I hate to go. Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, growing like a breeze. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads. to blue water. Dark and dusty, painted on the sky, misty taste of moonshine, teardrop in my eye. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country roads, I hear her voice in the morning hours. She calls me. The radio reminds me of my home far away. Driving down the road, I get a feeling that I should have been home yesterday. Yesterday, country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country roads, take me home. Country roads, take me home. Country roads.
Thank you, John Denver. Our service today is being live streamed. We'd like to give a big heads up to family and friends wherever you are today, watching in and listening in, and hope the reception is very good. And we know that your sympathies are with the family today. The family are thinking of you as well. So yes, a sad time for everybody. So the clock of life is wound but once, and no man has the power to tell just when the hands will stop, at late or early hour. Now is the only time you own. So live and love and toil with a will. Place no faith, my friends, in time, for the clock may soon be still. Good morning to you all, and on behalf of the family, I welcome you as you have gathered to pay your respect to Valerie Jean Goddard. Val, as she was mostly known, I believe, and she was in trouble if somebody called her Valerie Jean. My name is Dudley Corbett, and I am indeed honoured to be invited to conduct this celebration of Val's life. I know she wouldn't want a great deal of fuss and pomp and carry on, and so the service today will be short and sweet, but most of all, you can guarantee that it will be respectful. So thank you for paying me the great honour of helping to share in Mum's farewell. The service will take place, of course, in its entirety here at the chapel, and you will all have a chance later on as you gather to share the many memories and the great stories together. Probably some of you might not have seen each other for a while. It's a good chance to catch up and swap a few stories. I'm pretty sure there are lots of stories that could be recounted. And thank you so much for attending here today. Val would have been pretty proud of this, and yes, she loved you people unconditionally, as you know. And she was loved in return. Today we meet to honour the life of a loved mother, grandmother and great-grandmother, to say goodbye to her and to support each other as we face her loss. Rest peacefully, Val. You are so loved. Valerie Jean Goddard was born in Hawthorne, Victoria on the 6th of December 1945, and she was the loved only child of Olive and Ron. I've I've got a few little facts here that I'd like to share with you, but we'll be having some very important people to come up shortly and speak on behalf of the family, and we look forward to their involvement. Val was the loved and loving mother of Murray, Shane, who would be waiting at the gate to welcome Val in, and it would be a great reunion with Shane and Val. Michael, Linda, Julia and Heather. She was the proud grandmother of 18 grandchildren and 23 great-grandchildren. That was at last count. Val went to Blackburn High and Glenferrie Primary in Melbourne, and after she left school, she went into the hairdressing business and decided that she wanted to be an apprentice hairdresser. Well, she was there for a while until she met a fellow called Tony Scott. And then, not long afterwards, the family started to grow. Now, in all, I believe that Val had 3 marriages, so she'd certainly been through the mill one way and another, but loved by all her family and her siblings and her offspring regardless, and she was still mum. She lived in Brisbane for approximately 12 years and returned to Tasmania in 1994. She loved her Scrabble and her rummy. She loved Coronation Street and EastEnders, Eddie and the Millionaire. I don't know whether she'd love Eddie or not this week. She'd have been pretty sad about the footy results this week, I reckon. She loved the X-Files. She liked the crime documentaries. They were all made in Collingwood. I'm a Carlton man, I can't help it. I just can't help it. Well, she was an umpire's advisor, I'm told, when she watched the television, and used to throw things and... Yes, I don't know whether the umpires ever listened to her or took any notice, but she used to give them good advice. She liked to have a crack at the scratchies to try and win a fortune, and I hope she won a few dollars. Now, her driving record. We're here to celebrate the life of the lady and not to point the finger at her. But one of the family members the other day said that really she couldn't drive a greasy stick into a pound of bananas. Thank you. She ruled the road, and if anyone else had the right of way, it was just their bad luck. There were certain digits on a certain hand that were exhibited and shown to the other drivers if they didn't give way to her, even though they had the right of way. Anyway, she got through unscathed, but they say, look, we didn't really like to travel very far with Val behind the wheel. She was a lady. If she liked you, she'd let you know, and if she didn't like you, she'd also let you know. Straightforward. She was straightforward, no doubt about that. She loved all sorts of music. You'd find her listening to the Three Tenors. 5 minutes later, she'd be on AC/DC. Everything, if it was music, she loved it. It didn't matter what it was. She loved her dogs, and she had a couple of Rottweilers and a couple of Staffies, and She loved those dogs, and no doubt they would have been well cared for and they would have loved her. Yeah, she was a unique lady, all right, but we're going to hear something much more private about the lady in a couple of minutes. But first of all, there's a big thank you goes out to Dr. Russell and the nursing staff at the Burnie General Hospital, and also to Gary. Now, some children today need a very special mention. They stayed with Nan when other family members couldn't be there, and they were with her right to the end. And I speak of Mark, Natalie, Alexis, Jake and Cody. So thank you all for what you did there and for your presence there. Now, I believe we have 3 speakers who are no strangers whatsoever to a microphone. They're public speakers extraordinaire, and I'd like to call on Nicole, Paige and Gary. Now, perhaps the girls might come up first, coming together, Nicole and Paige, and after that I'll be calling on Gary to come forward. So it's all yours, ladies.
Thanks. When the last eagle flies over the last crumbling mountain, and the last lion roars at the dusty fountain, in the shadow of the forest, though she may be old and worn, they stare unbelievingly at the last unicorn. When the first breath of winter, though the flowers are icing, and you look north, and the pale moon is rising, and it seems like all is dying, and would leave the world to mourn, in the distance near her laughter, it's the last unicorn. When the last moon is over the last star of morning, and the future is past without even a last desperate warning, look into the sky where through the clouds as a path is formed, how the sparkle, it's the last unicorn.
Yeah, thank you for that. Well done. And now, Gary, last but by no means least, sir. It's all yours. Thanks, Gary.
You've done a good job. Well, I still have a table prepared for Val at home. I was expecting her home. You all were such an important part of her life. She was so thrilled when any of you did something good. Like Jake, she was blissed on you, mate, doing good. Mark, you just thrilled her to bits. And I know John's not here, but, you know, she was so proud of him as well. She was proud of all yous, you know. What can I say? Nathan Buckley took a second to all of you. And that's saying something. And lock her in, Eddie, because she was a beauty. And I loved her very much.
Good on you, mate. What about a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for these? Thank you. Is there anyone else amongst us today who might like to come up and share a story? Good on you.
I've written nothing, guys, like nothing.
Straight from the heart. All yours. Good.
Yeah, I don't even know. I'm just going to miss her a lot, so much, and I'm going to miss the Big Macs and apple pies that Mark goes over and buys and brings back. I will miss sitting there, can I say it? I just want to go have a mix with my nan, and I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, there's not really much to say. I'm going to miss her heaps. She's a beautiful woman. Loved bits. Thank you everyone for coming, and go the Pies.
That wasn't so scary, was it? All right, thank you. Thank you again for everyone who came forward there. Val would have been so proud of that, as indeed everybody here today is. We have some other wonderful memories of Val in picture form. And while we listen to a couple of Val's favourite songs, we'll go back a little in Val's time, and you'll relive many memories, no doubt. Thank you.
Well, all my friends are getting married. Yes, they're all growing old. They're all staying home on the weekends. They're all doing what they're told. When I looked into the crowd the other night, and I saw an old familiar face, he said, "How are you doing, Cheryl, my boy?" He said, "Tell me, are you playing the same old place?" I asked him all about himself, and he said that he was married with a kid. Showed me a picture of his wife, and we talked about all those things we did.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos of memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. Something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.
Thank you very much to the family for sharing those treasured photos with us, and I did notice all the way through that none of you have changed a bit. So in grief at her passing, but in gratitude for her life, today we have gathered to say a final farewell to Val and to thank her for the privilege of being numbered amongst those who grieve. May you all find comfort, richness and example in your many memories. May you find strength and support in your love for one another, and may you find peace in your hearts. And those who think that there is a time limit when grieving have never lost a piece of their heart. Val, I have a message for you from the family. Your time on earth seemed all too brief because we wanted you in our lives forever. And although we really miss you, in our hearts we know that you are now at peace. Still, many times throughout the day we find ourselves remembering you. And although we cannot see or hear you, we know that you are and always will be with us. We will feel you in the warmth of the summer sun. We will see you in the brilliance of the autumn leaves. You will be beside us in the peacefulness of a gentle snowfall, and rejoice with us at the emergence of the first flowers of spring. We're thankful for the times we shared and the priceless memories too, for those memories are a comfort now when we lovingly remember you. And I think Val in reply would have said this: remember me with a smile. Now my life on earth is done, my dreams have all been fulfilled and a new life has begun. Remember me with a smile when grief may cause you to weep. One day we will laugh once again when our next meeting we keep. Let's be thankful we shared good times. Keep the memories warm for a while. Let them bring peace to your hearts, and remember me with a smile. I have no doubt there will be many a smile every time you remember our dear friend. So a chapter is completed, a page is turned, a life well lived, a rest well earned. Death will not part us, nor distance divide. Forever and always you will be by our side. Just before we come to the final part of our service today, I see that we have some lovely floral tributes here that I'm about to invite the family to come forward to take them up and to place them on Val's casket while we listen to yet another of her favourite pieces of music. I now invite the family to come forward to take your floral tribute and to place it on Val's casket. Thank you.
Starry, starry night, paint your palette blue and grey. Look out on a summer's day with eyes that know the darkness in my soul. Shadows on the hills, sketch the trees and the daffodils, catch the breeze and the winter chills in colours on the snowy linen land. Now I understand what you've tried to say to me, and how you suffered for your sanity, and how you tried to set them free. They would not listen, they did not know how. Perhaps they'll listen now. Starry, starry night, flaming flowers that brightly blaze, swirling clouds in violet haze, reflect in Vincent's eyes of china blue, colors changing hue. Morning fields of amber grain.
There are some more flowers left. If anyone would care to come forward and place a tribute, please do.
Are soothed beneath the artist's loving hand. Now I understand what you tried to say to me, and how you suffered for your sanity, and how you tried to set them free. They would not listen, they did not know how. Perhaps they'll listen now, for they could not love you, but still your love was true. And when no hope was left inside on that starry, starry night, you took your life as lovers often do. But I could have told you, Vincent, this world was never meant for one as beautiful as you. Starry, starry night, portraits hung in empty halls, frameless heads on nameless walls, with eyes that watch the world and can't forget.
Thank you for that, ladies and gentlemen. And just before we go to the committal, I would like to offer once again my personal sympathy and condolences to all the family, and to thank you once again for paying me the great honour of allowing me to play a small part in today's farewell for Mum. Yeah, thank you. So we have now reached that part of our service we call the committal, where we commit Val to the next stage of her journey. These then are the last rites in the natural life of Ms. Valerie Jean Goddard. We have met to pay tribute and to say farewell, so tenderly and reverently we commit Val to be cremated. Earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, grateful for the life that has been lived and for all that life has meant to us. We now leave Val in peace, excuse me, and with great respect we bid her farewell. Thus, thinking of her, let us leave this place in quietness of spirit and live with concern for one another, resolved that we who live on and those who come after us shall have life and have it more abundantly as per Vows wishes. Gone but never forgotten, gone but never apart, for we are blessed with memories held deeply within our hearts. Thanks for many wonderful memories, Val. May you forever rest in peace, and dare I say it, go the Pies. Now could I invite you all to stand, please, as we take our farewell of our lovely lady.
Go the Pies! Ring me when you're home, darling. Go Pies!
Good old Collingwood forever. They know how to play the game. Side by side they stick together to uphold the Magpies' name. See the barrackers are shouting as all barrackers should. Oh, the premiership's a cakewalk for the good old Collingwood. Good old Collingwood forever. They know how to play the game. Side by side they stick together to uphold the Magpies' name. See the barrackers are shouting as all barrackers should. Oh, the premiership's a cakewalk for the good old Collingwood. Good old Collingwood forever. They know how to play the game. Side by side they stick together to uphold the Magpies' name. See the barrackers are shouting as all barrackers should. Oh, the premiership's a cakewalk for the good old Collingwood. Good old Collingwood forever. They know how to play the game. Side by side they stick together to uphold the Magpies' name. See the barrackers are shouting as all barrackers should. Oh, the premiership's a cake.